Hello, love. We're back with books. Books and books. 59. These are from the thrift store. Well, and the library. Minor League Baseball Towns of Michigan, Adrian to Ypsilanti. The teams and the ballparks of the Wolverine State from the 1880s to the present. And I got it, hoping it would have my new hometown, Wayne. But it does not. In fact, it doesn't have most of the fucking baseball teams that played. But it does have some. And that'll have to do. And if I ever need to research any of these fuckers, now I have them. Look at this guy. You missed Wayne, bro. This bastard. There he is. Coffee of choice is me. Coffee of choice? Drink of choice is me. What's it called? Iced coffee. Moldavite Star-Born Stone of Transformation by Robert Simmons and Kathy Warner. Since I consort with witches, I guess I wouldn't really say I consort with them. I drop a magazine off. I do talk to the witch once in a while. But the witch family sells crystals, and since paperbacks are only a quarter, I was like, how the fuck can I not get it? Moldavite Starborn Stone of Transformation. I don't believe in any of this bullshit, but I don't believe in the human race either, and here I am amidst it. Spiritual value of gemstones. Wally Richardson and Lenora Hewitt. Again, I don't believe in it, but here we are. Small quarter books for the apocalypse. Dreams, I do believe in. Not that you have any control over them, and not that the symbolism really means anything, but it is interesting. Zolar's Encyclopedia and Dictionary of Dreams, fully revised and updated for the 21st century. What dream did I have the other night? In fact, what dream did I have last night? Oh, I ran some guy over with the machine, and I wasn't really concerned about the guy. I was more concerned I was getting fired from work. I was like, where did this fucking guy come from? So yeah, vehicular homicide. Let's see if that's in here. Winch. Weak. Yeah, this is weak. Weak sauce. Ernest Hemingway, True at First Light, a fictional memoir with an introduction by Patrick Hemingway. Don't believe this book was complete. And as such, when it was released in 1999, I don't know if that was the first release or not, it's considered a first edition. And I don't know what the girl at the thrift store was doing, but I bought 2 hardcovers that were supposed to be $1 a piece, and 4 paperbacks that were quarter a piece, and somehow it came to $1.93. So I don't know what she did, but I got Ernie for I don't even know how much. much she charged me. It had to been 45 cents for both of these. 40 cents? I don't know what she was doing. Maybe she only charged 50. The Return of the King by J.R. Tolkien. 1965 edition. This is a hard or a library book, so it diminishes it somewhat, but still a 1965 cover from the Bacon Memorial Library in Wyandotte, Michigan. Double whammy was that I got this little slip from the library from 1981. Since I collect library books and library ephemera, that's great. Plus, this cover's pretty cool. Don't give a shit about Tolkien, but the eyeball on the cover's pretty cool. Doris Kearns Godwin's Team of Rivals. The political genius of Abraham Lincoln's. Abraham Slinkins. There was no genius in Lincoln. He was a syphilis-ridden manic depressive. Not that I blame him, since I think almost every one of his children died before him. Maybe all of them did. And he killed our country, and then John Wilkes Booth killed him, so yeah, there's that. It was a quarter, so I got it, as I said before. Where's the other quarter book I got? Oh yeah, the Dream book. This book I didn't originally grab because I didn't know what the fuck it was, but then I looked at it more closely. And Teardown is about Flint, Michigan. Michigan. A memoir of a vanishing city. Hey, bye, crackies. Memoir of a Vanishing City. What's this say? Michigan Notable Book. Maybe it's signed to Gordon Young. Gordon looks like he's 14 years old. Of course, it's a throwback, but I don't know what this book's about. I don't know what it's technically about. I know what it's about. It's about Flint and how it's dying. But I could have told you that 57 years ago if I was alive. Down Girl, The Logic of Misogyny. Jaw-droppingly brilliant. Kate Mann. A 59-cent book. Kate's kind of cute. Now she would hate that. Say it's misogyny. But I don't think men are better than women, but I think women have ruined our country because they're permissive of every stupidity and they don't believe in rights. Well, some women do, but most women believe that everything's a human right. Being a millionaire is a human right. No, it's not. Nothing's a human right, basically, except for your life. And the right for the government not to take it. But I'll put it in my feminist books anyways. I would read a passage, but don't really feel like reading in this dim light on my porch. Look at that view. Look at this. It's so splendid. Another funeral light. There's my ghost. Dracula, the Undead. The sequel to the original classic, except it's not a sequel. Despite what Docker, is that his name? Dockery Stoker with Ian Holt. Book is supposedly from, well, it's not supposedly from. Of course, it's also a large print, which might actually give it value because large print are sometimes hard to find. I don't think anyone's looking for this book, so don't think it will do much for it. But it's based on the notes that Stoker left, which doesn't mean that Docker or Dockery or Dacre, maybe it's, you have to say what's that called, alliterative? No, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, after the plane came to a plane. What are you talking about? The plane. Never gonna fly again. Didn't Stoker write in like the 1870s? This guy talking about. When did Bram die? Bram Stoker. Usually says their years of their life, but it doesn't show it. You would at least try to give a Victorian feel to it, but not this guy. Hey, I drove my G6 into the pasture, and I hopped in a Porsche. What are you talking about? Second to last book, The Lost Gospel, The Quest for the Gospel of Judas Iscariot. Since there's a lot of Judases around, it's one thing to be a sellout, but to sell individual people out, double a sin. Not that I believe in sin, but a sin against brohood. Anyway, I only bought this book because it had a Mylar jacket on it, because it is a former library book. And I took this off and put it on Call It Conspiracy by Larry Abraham, which is basically a Bible of so-called conspiracy, modern conspiracy theory. I think it's based off of was it Gary Allen's None Dare Call It Conspiracy, and Abraham is at that point, I think it was late 70s, was saying it's a conspiracy because it is a conspiracy. How to Marry a Ghost by Hope McIntyre. It's another book that was a library book, and since you buy two, you get one free. And the Dracula book was part of the 3. I got a fictional book about ghosts, just for the jacket, the Mylar jacket, and I took it and put it on a book about reincarnation. Some dude who supposedly wrote an account of his 17th century life, dictated to him by his own soul, as he is that man. Yeah, so that's it. I plan on going to another bevy of book places tomorrow since I have the day off. Again. And that's it.